me, Rach Face, back again for My Life, My Way, My Face Buried in a Book. Another installment of book review by Rach Face. I have no clue what that was. But you know what? It was fun. So we'll just leave it like that. So I am back to review another amazing spicy read by, well, this one, by another new author. I found a lot of new authors at the moment. I blame BookTok and Bookstagram and Arc Reading. Like, I blame all of that for finding all these new authors that you get hooked on and then it's like, I love this. So, who did I discover this time? Well, I've been reading R.L Kenderson. Now, for some reason on my Kindle it won't show the actual cover, so I'm going to have to show you it from the Goodreads bit of my Kindle. I read Not Another Manwhore by R.L Kenderson. I wish I could make that bigger. Oh, the cover's just impressive. Now, this is so cute. Okay, yes, it is a cute, spicy read. Like, oh my goodness, the spice in this book is unbelievable. But it is also a really cute read. So it's based around Bree and Zack. Now, Bree is single and she's sworn off men. Her actual whole friendship group has sworn off men. They are part of the She-Woman Man-Haters Club. I lost it at that one line in the book because I was like, that's a Little Rascals reference because they have the He-Man woman-hating club. And this book turned it on its ear and created the She-Woman Man-Haters Club. Like, the child in me was like, oh my god, I know that movie. I love that movie. It's like, I got a pickle, I got a pickle, I got a pickle, hey, 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 hey. But to have a reference that brings you, in a spicy book, to have a reference within like the first few chapters that brings you all the way back to being a child is like, wow, this book's going to do strange things to me, isn't it? But I was so happy because they reference it a few times and I'm like, I'm just so happy. So, as I was saying, before I got off on the I got a pickle reference, Bree has sworn off men and she has her cousin's upcoming wedding to go to, which she also has a very overbearing mother that kind of likes to make comments about when are you getting married, when are you settling down, why don't you have a boyfriend, to the point where there's actually a part in the book where she asks why, her mother asks her why she dumped the boyfriend that was cheating on her. Okay, you find out later on that there's a history of the men in the families cheating on the women in the families, but still, there is something you have to worry about. You worry about the mum when she would be happy to have her daughter married, but married to a man who's not going to treat her right. We later learn that there is a lot of love in that relationship, but there's also a lot of misunderstandings and miscommunication that happens. But like, no, we don't stand for cheating in relationships. Like, that's a big no. Tone just got a little bit more serious there. I don't like cheating. So I like it when women move away from toxic relationships like that. And the fact that Bree was strong enough to move away from a toxic relationship and be like, no, you know what? I am going to cop a lot of shit for being single from my family. But you know what? I'm worth more than a guy who's going to sleep around. Yay, heroine character. Yes, we like a strong woman. But it then becomes a situation of she really actually doesn't want to go to this wedding on her own because it's like a 4-day wedding at a hotel, like a holiday resort where the groom's family has bought out the resort. So like the only people she's going to be seeing are her family and her friends of her family who like to pick about why she is single. and why she is the last single female in the family now. Oh, except for her younger cousins, of course, like the ones that aren't of age yet, but even they have serious boyfriends. So what's a girl to do? Well, at this dinner, when they're discussing the wedding and what's going to happen, her friend Tessa's brother walks up, Zack, who is, as the women in the book describe it, another man whore. And then the next day, Mum rings. Are you bringing a date? Yes, I am. What's his name? Zack, because that was the last male she was in contact with. To make it worse, she actually decides to tell her mother that it is her friend's brother, Zack, who the mother has met. There's no getting out of that. You now have to go and ask that man to be your date to a wedding for 4 days. Which she does. For some reason, he says yes. He says yes because he needs a change of pace. So, we all know from that point, things are going to get spicy. Especially when you get to the resort and they are sharing a apartment with her mum. So there are 2 bedrooms. Her mum has 1 room. They have the other with 1 bed. Anytime 2 friends or work colleagues or anything like that go away and there's 1 bed, you know something's coming down the line. Which is great. But it's also, what was fascinating was how sweet Zack was to this person, to Bree, because technically that is just his sister's friend. He doesn't have to be nice to her, but he's so nice. He goes above and beyond to make her comfortable and to make her happy in the situation. And oh my goodness, as a single for probably the majority of her life girl, where do I find a man that's willing to come to a wedding with me? Just like that was just cool that he would accept the offer and just be so generous and play the part so well. It's like, yes, please. I am so happy with this. But then, drinks ensue. Drinks ensue. Mother makes a comment. Head down to the beach for a late night skinny dipping swimming competition. Not sure how either main character thought that was going to be a smart idea and how it wasn't going to end with some spicy aftermaths, but oh my goodness. As soon as you get into the water with those 2 characters, you realize there's a lot going on below the surface. You really have to read because, like, this is the first book that I have read where there is an extra attribute to the spice. That is an extra added detail that the male has decided to add to himself. And oh my god. Yeah. I can understand why the spice continued for onwards and upwards for quite some time throughout the rest of the book. Because once you get below the surface with Zack, it's like, okay, there's a reason that you have the reputation that you have. And it is deserved because boy does he know what he's doing. But just, you have to read it. Can I make that any clearer? Like, you have to read this. Like, I know I say highly recommend and things like that, but this is one of those ones where it's not that I don't highly recommend it. This is a must one. Like, this a must. Like, if you're looking for spice and a nice story to go along with it, this is a must. Not Another Manwhore is a must. Like, a must. Because once you get below the surface, yes, I am giving a hint without giving a spoiler, because you have to get below the surface with this. Oh, Read the book. Please read the book. Like, please go to Amazon and get the book and read the book and become obsessed with the book like I was, because just read the book. It was really nice. It was really good, and it was really spicy, and it was everything I needed it to be for when I needed it. So, yes. It's a must read. It's not a, yeah, you should, you could, you want to, you can. This is like a must read. Like, if we're going to be friends, please read. Please read so we can continue to be good friends. Please. Please. Please, please. All right. I will see you next time.